Welcome to the 2A Patriot Branch, where freedom rings and liberty stands, no need to flinch. Deep in the heart of the American soil, this is where we train, where we sweat and we toil. We run drills on tactical defense, honing our skills with a precise cadence. Rifle marksmanship to hand-to-hand combat, leave no stone unturned, that's a fact.
What is up to a Patriot Ranch family? We are back with another review for you today, and before we get started, just to let you know, give you a little bit of an update, I do have surgery scheduled. It is coming up soon. I couldn't be more stoked than to fix this ugly, nasty voice that I have right now so that we can get back to giving you good content with a good voice as well. But up today, we have got the Cyelee Ghost HDG. So stay tuned. Y'all know just about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, depending on when I get this video up, we posted a review of the Cyelee Wolf X Pro. Today, we bring you the Cyelee Ghost HDG. Those of you looking at it might say that thing looks kind of familiar, and it probably is a little bit familiar. So this is kind of the baby brother to the Cyelee Bull, which kind of was making its way around the competition circuit as being just this extremely large optic on the top of competition firearms. Well, Cyelee did a great job, and they took our feedback and said, okay, let's scale that down a little bit and still make it a super, super large viewing window, but, you know, smooth it out, thin it up a little bit. You can see here it's way thinner than the Bull was, so that it actually fits around holsters and is allowed in competitions. Just so you know, this gun is clear. You can see this thing is cut in RMR footprint. I have it today on a 6-hour P320 X5 Legion. I figured it was a great gun to put it on, well balanced. I know how this gun runs. It would not be the gun's fault if we were missing the target, let's put it that way. As I said, this is an RMR footprint. It has a 26.5, I believe, by 22.5 viewing window, which is actually larger than the Trijicon SRO. It is a huge window. I'm gonna put it up here so you guys can see, but that window is ginormous. You can kind of catch the dot in there a little bit. So it does have the same as the Wolf X Pro. It has a 2 MOA dot with a 26 MOA circle. You can do all of them independently. I would say my gripe with this one is the same gripe I had with the Wolf X Pro, is that the dot and the circle are a little bit too small for my liking. I would prefer somewhere around a 3 to 5 MOA dot with like a 35, 36 MOA circle. To me, I like it a little bit larger in my window, especially with this big of a viewing window, when you have the real estate to be able to do it. It does have shake awake technology as well as auto off. It is drop rated up to 6 feet on 45 ounces directly onto concrete. So this gun here would be a great example. I believe this is probably somewhere around the mid 40s in ounce weight, with a light and everything too. So if you dropped this on concrete just like this, it is rated to withstand that drop, which I think is pretty darn cool. And you can kind of tell from the way it's built that it would hold up to a drop like that. I'm not going to do it because I'm also not going to ding up my X5 Legion, so that's just not going to happen. But I pounded the crap out of the Wolf X Pro, and that went really well. So I believe that this one will probably do it as well too. The Ghost HDG is rated at 50,000 hours of battery life. As you can see, it does have a side loading battery compartment. It also has brightness adjustment settings on the side here. It has 8 daytime settings and 2 night vision settings. Just like the other Cyelee optics that we've reviewed, it does get very, very bright. I'm interested, since it is a bright day out today, what is that going to look like when we go out on the range? But I can tell just from standing here, it's a very, very bright reticle in there. As I mentioned, 50,000 hours of battery life. You're never going to have to take this thing off. Pretty standard. It does have adjustments for windage on the side and elevation on the top there. And overall, I think it's actually kind of a cool looking optic. It's different. It does have, some similarities to the SRO, but it's really one of a kind, with this and the Bull as well. So let's go get this thing sighted in. Let's put some shots on paper, see where it comes out, and then let's shoot some steel with it and see how it runs. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the Ghost HDG dialed in here. Just popped it on the X5 Legion and put some rounds on a target and get her sighted in. So here we go. That was not good. The extractor fell out. I'm not sure if we're gonna put that blooper reel in there or not, but I put the extractor in backwards, and the extractor fell out when I was racking around right now. So fix that. Now we're back. We're gonna get this optic sighted in. I would say we are actually pretty darn close. So I'm just gonna pick this up and bring it with me so y'all can see what we got going on here. So, kind of see there. Pretty darn close. I think we need to come up a little bit. Try that again. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got that figured out now. Let's go ahead and put some lead on steel. There we go. Those first shots were maybe 10, 15 yards. So we're gonna step back a little bit and take a look from here. Pretty nice. All right, so we just finished up shooting with the Cyelee Ghost HDG on this X5 Legion. I have to say, it was pretty close to on target on paper right out of the box. Had to make a couple slight adjustments, and then, man, ran like a champ. This gun is an amazing shooting gun anyway, and like I had just mentioned, the brightness on it is fantastic moving from target to target. It's so easy to pick up that circle dot in there. I still wish that it was a little bit bigger. I think that would make it a little easier to transition between targets, but man, really solid optic. I could see shooting competition with this. I mean, that window is enormous. You're picking up your next target as you're coming across. It's it's definitely built for that. You know, I think it probably has some duty use functions too. The only thing I would say is probably not the best optic to conceal carry with, as it does have a very large footprint. So you're really going to see that thing poking through. But overall, I think another quality optic from Cyelee. These guys are not getting enough credit on the market today. I've been impressed with everything that we've reviewed so far. That is all we have for you guys today. As always, if you have any questions, I know it's kind of an unknown brand, leave a comment down below, ask us whatever you want. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time we post a new video. Let's beat the YouTube algorithm together. Until next time, I'm John from 2A Patriot Ranch.